Hi guys, it's fun to review. You're looking for a series. There are extreme combat. It's a beautiful series, but there's no shortage of funny situations. Then this would be a great choice. I will bring it to you. It's a manga from Korea. It's called Repainted Flowers. If you want to know about mad dogs, as well as wanting to see the ultimate combat of fascination, and the journey of training to go to work with the wives, dealing with Enchanted, have fun with the review. Watch this series. This is hell. The surrounding landscape is just a pile of rubble. There is no light in the sky. Only wild leaves grow in abundance. His feet were now covered in a red color of human blood. The smell of this name is not dead Sao. He doesn't know what he did. And the person in front of you is motionless. My whole body is covered in blood like that. I really don't remember anything. Everything you see now, it's all crimson. My ass just killed someone. These bodies are really your product. Blood on this face. This disgusting smell, it's all over the boy's body. Who's laying in front of you? The guy is now immobile. No more breathing. From now on the rest of this place, it's just deaths. The time has passed quite well. Corpses decompose in unison. It's just the smell of scum and blood on your nose. For what it takes to shed so much blood. Get up in your ass. Look at the cruel reality. Every sword on the battlefield was dyed red. The last person to survive is considered the winner. But you're the only one left. What does that mean? These people deserve to die. The four of you have no skin with you. Up to his little brother. He was killed by 4 horses and died in pain. Everyone in this war. All of them were in front of him a minute ago. The life of touch is now lying down. They're all dead. More than 20 schools, including part of the old school. The last army, it's made up of the best people. Among the elites. The conflict between the ghost leg and the last people. It only leads to destruction. Because who is this? It's all because of that bastard. The devil fell from the sky to this land. Evil forces died with the blood of the world. He's the shamanic cardinal. The moment the monster opened its mouth, the barbarian voice echoed through the middle of the buttocks. Paint flower. I'm sorry, you are a disciple of Hoa-san. What name is he? To be allowed to touch something you've always treasured. It's been so long. He became an orphan at one point. The buttocks used their best to stand up and continue. Even if you have to die, even if you're alone fighting, you must also destroy the bloodthirsty demon. To avenge the family with the last drop of blood. Not expect a ghost just left a defiant message. As if mocking the weakness of this human body. If you can come back alive, you will have the honor of killing me. Your life and mine are over. My hands are full, open mouth wound, Chu's ass is trembling on the flesh. But I'm not afraid to shut up. That voice is laughing at the pain. Watch the first person fall. You are proud enough of this bleeding. What's the last survivor? The sick pervert devil. Trampled on the corpse and mocked. Even with the help of many people. But in the end, your sword has touched my heart. He's pretending to say nasty things. That in the name of the phantom leg of your sword. The sword, it's piercing the flesh of its owner. I recognize the ancient sword of Hua Sun is the first world. Middle buttocks can't hold. He pulled out the sword. It stuck in your heart. As an eternal oath. 9. I told you to shut up. In your form like this? Not bad enough or bad enough. What crime have you committed? The middle buttocks can't stand the mental torment. I want to strangle him like this. The devil looks at you with eyes of contempt. Fools don't know. Sorry. If you give me one more day, I'll live worthy of my ghost's name. Look who's trying to do nothing. But this is my destiny. Remember the disciples of Hua Sun. This isn't the end. Everything is waiting for you to enjoy it. Middle buttocks with every breath. And finally, we're slowly getting closer to the evil one. More than touching him. But before that moment, I just heard a horrible sound in my hand. Ghosts will be back soon. And then the world of spiritism will be opened. It's almost there, even if you breathe to hell. We have to drag him down to hell. The 9 levels of hell. No one can stop it. It's almost there. Ma Tao, I will take your blood to avenge my family. This is the end of Sao. You really cut off the head of the ghost's leg. The sword in my hand is broken. The smell of the blood of the devil. The flow of destructive power with endless concurrency. My ass also FLIs, but being able to do that is a happy ending. Bleeding head. Slippery ghost. Killing this guy is the end of 9 worlds. Then, I heard the devil's head falling. Will be buried under all the bodies. That he's murdered his whole life. Everything has been completed, according to the will of the middle butt. You're the real champion now. The young man's footsteps trampled on each body. 1. The words, the war is really over. Light seems to start to reveal where the sky is far away. The breath suddenly became calm. Your inevitable death is also approaching. Defeat the devil for 1,000 years. It's the end of this warrior's life. But the paint will come out now. His hands are covered in this man's blood. It can bring good things to the mountain. Really? All the people of Hoa paint. They buried their blood in this place. From leader to disciple, everyone dies. They helped create a world. Eternal peace is the dream of a lifetime of youth. There's only an immature child left. The eyes in the ass become dazed. The burden is getting heavier on my shoulders when life is too young. I wonder, does the blood that's spilled in this place mean anything? Here, it's not okay. It's too much. If before, I wish I could practice martial arts a little more. Is it possible to save even one more life? It's useless. The laws of survival affect war, is in birth and death. Even if you are a living person, they also embrace pain and regret and die. The middle of the ass too. You can't escape this rule. The 13th disciple of Hua Sun. The 3 great swordsmen of Mexico. Middle butt. The first ghost, causing chaos to the world to the ghosts, are also flown. No matter how righteous it is, they will also be punished. And sleep on the top of the mountain 100,000 times. I've only left a few lines in this world. Can everything be done from the beginning? I'll bring a different ending. Certain, don't let gypsy paint with this disgusting color. Every piece of memory flashed through his head, the sign of someone dying. In this legend, the first time you were adopted, have a real family. A handsome boy who was abandoned at the gate of a house. Like that? An old man of the Hua Sect. Because I see the strong stuff. You are so strong in your adopted son. In day by day, under the training of the academy in Hua Sun. That mature. That boy harbors a desire like any child. Become strong following in the footsteps of his predecessor. Become the first in the world. Sometimes it's not as perfect as you want it to be. The boy was repeatedly reprimanded. This middle name. These are all childhood memories. When I was a kid, I hit you. He was constantly rebuked for being a traitor. Before you become a warrior, you must be a warrior. You don't know that? Power has no morality. It's just violence. Grumbling words as obvious as a young soul. Likes to rebel. Of course, I will ignore. I became a disciple of Hua Sun. But you can't follow the teachings of paint. I'm just a man of extraordinary talent. And it's too slippery. It's just a heretic kid in a painting. I don't know why. Everything I got that year was thanks to paint. The teaching of any day, it's like splashing in the ears of a grown child. Regret it? Yes, the big four. I'm so sorry. If you value your teachings, a little more. If I had, I could have been a little stronger. And I don't know, to be able to change this horrible ending. No, there's nothing to regret. If you regret it, you're not a painter. Radiant face, tolerance, always ready to raise your hand. Accept his mistakes. But if so, it's still the paint. What hurts to break people's heads? It's not the ghost's legs. But fuck the head of the center. Scream 7 bar, interspersed with the sound of VA pounding, echoed in the 6-storied house. Rubble in the slums. He's half scared and half panicked. His hands and feet see nothing. Mouth stuttering asked, "Ghost legs, this kid ain't dead yet." What situation is this? The scene of blood suddenly disappeared. Every year he's surrounded by other kids. They'd come up and ask what the phantom leg was. The leader held the big bamboo stick and asked arrogantly, "What the hell are the ghost legs here? You talk too much, you pimp. Everyone else is going to eat. Why are you sleeping here? Right now, your head is swollen. I've been questioned by some strange words. What is this situation?" That beggar. The weird guy standing in front of me. The one that Ra laughed at. He raped this boy. Middle cotton. I saw the name of the baby's cradle. Then he appeared to advise. "Son, you don't understand the situation. Put that down first." Kid name, Kier. I saw the demented figure of the lame fan. It's like we're educated. Then laugh out loud. Ha ha. Only middle-ass lesbians stockings facial dark. I don't understand the new neural AI in this case. At this point, the words are true. He's mad. Even though I am a Mexican, I am also a middle-aged man. He is the owner of the state. I can't even raise my head to look at myself. But this little guy dared. The crazy kid with the stick in his hand. To fall on your head. You went to hell today, son. Looking shaky ass. I've got to fix her. You have to stop the slow stick first. Then you raise your hand. Like a blow from an iron sword. torn out as always. It's time to see yourself in front of you. It's just starting to get dazed. What is this? You recognize yourself in front of you. With this body, there's been an extraordinary transformation. What a series of magical stories. Why did my hands become so short? How can we stop this thing that is attacking? Your hands are too short to support that. This ending is just as painful. Destroyed by the ghost foot spear. Go. I can't believe you're cursing the son of a bitch. Understand the situation. Understand the situation. Every stroke of a man, directly to the head. A human being tortured, no different than the animals in the house. All right, I'll give you the situation today. The hut collapsed. I just heard the thugs scream. If you want to be crazy, be crazy. This is crazy medicine, this guy. The neighbor came to see it out of curiosity. There's a riot, or a house fire, or something. That's how the earth moves. Who would have thought it was a scene of heaven and earth? Happens as often as ever. In the ass is always the one being bullied. The cry for help echoed through the entire family, but you see it, and it's boring. Get your ass back. Going back seems okay. God damn it, I got beat up. Middle but league off the stream. Just sitting healing and cursing. Oh. That fucking beggar. I have never been beaten like that in the past. It's so annoying. Even if it's the road, he's the one who cut off the ghost's head. Let a boy with an unclean nose ride over her head. But thinking about it over and over again, he was silent. The eyes looked down at the stream and thought of many things. It's weird. Who's this kid on the water? You used to believe in physical reality. Why did you blink? Changing the soul into another body. He even touched his own face. Why did I come back to this form? This is rebirth in Buddhism. If I knew that, I wouldn't be in the paint. But in the fourth forest, right? Suddenly, there was a strange sound behind him. I took the initiative to get his attention. They seemed to have known each other before. I just look forward to it, because there are no memories. He said, you know, I was hit. The guy just looked and ran away. But the stranger slowly came closer. I asked Han if he had any. That's what Kwang Shou is. But today he banged a little too hard. I look forward to pointing my hand at him. Stand up and say one thing. No, I just want to ask you two things. Serious, steady eyes like this. I've never really seen this boy before. This makes the other guy suspicious. I don't know. It just hit middle buttock skull. The scene suddenly became eerily silent. One dares to ask and one dares to wait. Looking forward to a serious face asking, oh, are you a beggar? You know what you're wearing. The result is heartbreaking. I look at my ass, sitting down and scratching my head. Evil damn. I am a beggar. But the truth can change your fate. Hold your breath and ask the second question. You know ghost legs? Look at your friend's face. I'm afraid the middle buttocks are really nervous. If you get hit like that, you don't look good on the outside. But it seems pretty cool. My ass screamed out loud and answered properly. Go this beggar. I already know the name beggar. He thought for a while and started to sigh. You know Trong Maha. He was the first to die 100 years ago, right? This is like lightning hitting your ears. What's going on? He said 100 years. It really happened 100 years ago. I can't believe that Kier is trolling you. He came to grab his shirt and shout. You said the ghost's legs died 100 years ago. For 100 years. You're lying, aren't you? The lost soul friend FLIs in the nerve. Then I lied. What are you doing? If you calm down right now, you are right. What's the use of him lying to me? My poor hand trembled and swallowed hot saliva. Crazy for 100 years. Why don't you let me go right after I die? This one is. It's like being left alone in this world. Why is the situation so messed up, Ren? Middle ass can't stand it. It just keeps going crazy. Panicked friend. It's like a living prehistoric being. Are you okay? Minutes in my head. Suddenly, there was a ray of light in the middle of my ass. If so, the paint might as well. Think of it like a jerk. Your feet are spikes, right? How is the paint? Here as friend grabbed the torn shirt and asked back to Hoa-san. What is paint? The face suddenly became 7 gods. You feel like AI is choking the air around me. Feeling extremely breathless. What the hell is this? The buttocks slowly looked straight into his eyes, asking a very self-deprecating question. You're a beggar. You're a beggar. The more you go crazy asking if you're from the state. But you don't know which of the 9 factions? The state also belongs to 9 factions, believe it or not. The friend was silent for a moment because of a dull mental shock. What the fuck have you been talking about? The same old school of martial arts is making up. Not crowded pure army. Hainan the state and Central South. Of the 9 factions, there is no Hoa-san faction of yours. The view ahead becomes blurry. A series of things that keep messing up in your mind. There are 9 factions that do not have Hoa-san. Why? I don't understand how the brain works. To continue a little resentment towards the stranger. His face is also slowly becoming dull again. You're going crazy, asking a bunch of questions. Hainan, Hainan. Those poor people on that island can get into 9 factions. Wait, that's not important. Why Hoa-san sect was removed from 9 factions, huh? Hoa-san sent that. Ah, remind me of Hoa-san. Boy, my mind is shaking and I remember something. Think again and remember, I seem to have heard that. There is such a thing in the West. My ass is drowning right now. Urge your friend to talk. Western, yes, that's right. It's the West Coast, you know it. My friend thought for a long time. The painting of 9, I don't know. It's heroic. But the mountain village that I know of has been destroyed. It's like scratching your itch. When you die, you paint your face as 7 gods. Along with martial arts, southern bow of the family. Then Hoa-san School is one of the 3 most famous schools. Of course. A flower painted like that can be fatal, Sao. I dare not believe in my hands. The reality may still be so cruel. Here friend panicked 1 then middle but shocked 10. What's the pain of being punched in the ass? You are silent without a word. Because you dare not think. 1 hand contributed to the destruction of Hoa-san. Now, you got your ass on the ground. I feel the mountain turned upside down. It's bad luck to see this crazy guy today. Like the middle butt is not perfect. You stand up with a word. I can't believe it. I have to confirm it with my own eyes. I don't want to do this right away, when the spirit doesn't wake up, after the shock. But I'm going to paint. The friend closed his eyes and looked at the weak beggar. Every time I stand in front of you, I say something strange. This crazy guy. If you don't want to be beaten, hurry up and ask for money. My ass is crazy to hear this, because of the poverty of this ragged condition. Shut up, and I'll ask you a few more questions. So let's answer properly. Looks like you're not listening to the AI anymore. Makeup center. Clothes clapping on my chest wondering. First this person. What is this person's name? I am asking my name in this life. Helpless friend. Follow the madness of China. You've never had a name before. Name yourself and call yourself Dog Sam. The real name of the season. In the ass feels strange about this person, extremely. Feel it yourself. What is age? If you look like this, you must be about 11 years old. How do you know your age? I don't know why. So now, say your name with the name of the guy who hit me. The boy looked with fear. You've lost your memory. My name is Gu Jin, and Kier is Young Pan. Watch your ass immediately. The eyes of heaven as a male. Been in battle many times. I know, I'll pay double. I'll pay 10 times as much for revenge. Remember the name Middle Butt of Hoa Sun. When I see you, I will thank you for your day. I'll go there anyway. When you say that, take off your shirt. Leaving the last word with the bewilderment of Gusin. He's looking up at the terrorist. How long can beggars go? Where to go? It was as if in less than a minute, the boy had just turned. They want to find a way to save water. Come back. Go to Hoa Sun in the west. Which way to go? I see you more and more with half an eye. The other half is blind and can't see. I'd rather take a break. I don't know if I can give my ass a compass or something. That the middle butt finally seems to be on its way. You're using the energy of a hungry child to run back to the old house with determination. Let's run. Just run there. I used to ride horses so it wasn't this low. But that, the face was slowly red like a rolling stake. It seems that I have not been able to find the mountain. He also died in a foreign land. The weak body of this life. I fell on my face and ignored the ground and breathed. Oh my God. Tired to death. This is the body of a beggar child. So I've only run a little and I'm tired. How can I get to the west with this body? I can't believe it. I haven't seen the paint yet. The grass is full of graves. You're too hot to put your face on the ground. Get down and sleep. Suddenly, a sinister and perverted laughter echoed. I don't know what he's up to. From here, the machinations of the middle butt will shine. I think of you as being filled with a ton of spirit. The energy rose up and screamed through the mountains and forests of. I can practice martial arts hard from now on. People won't imagine. How bad am I? You have to grow up. Then I regret a few things. I regret when I was little, didn't practice the basics properly. While the other students are doing a curricular exam. My ass is hiding and snoring. Where is it? I regret that you brought me back to practice. Then I pretended to let it go. Regret for drinking. How long have you been hiding it? Said it's not allowed. Oh, leave the last one out. I don't regret it, because it tastes so good. However, it helps you somehow get back the power in you. No matter what, I can start again. First, we have to avoid outside influence from what has been. My ass touched the tree next door, but think of this deserted forest. I'm sure it's okay here. I think this will be a cradle. They help you train to be talented. Sitting in my ass thinking. What am I practicing now? Look at this strange, quiet place. There's a lot of philosophy in his head right now. God forbid all the martial arts of Hua Sun. The history of Hua Sun and his. You know about 10,000 of them. If not limited to the gods belong to the paint flower, the number doubled. You poetically think. What am I learning in that pile now? A leaf on the tree, just like you are right now. Alone and falling. Make your ass think about everything. That's 6. What kind of martial arts is 6? This is a martial art that sells for $5. In the age of the chaotic war. So why learn such cheap martial arts? It's not a cheap thing. 6 is the martial art of the introduction of Hua Sun. People after entering the painting, then start learning 6. First of all, it's inevitable. 6 joint work can't exponentially increase the internal rate, as it purifies the entire body of the person who trains it. So that's what martial arts is all about. No need to rush. Because in the end, the inner power tower that I accumulated just be big and beautiful. Too successful. Close your eyes in the middle. I've been trying to instill this morality from now on. Make the internal force that has been drawn impure. Feels like filtering out small threads. It's deflected out of the big fabric. It seems that the middle buttocks feel themselves as intertwined with life. One more time, the spirit gradually flowed through this weak and tattered body. Completely clean out the unhealthy air is the ultimate goal. If we gather these clean air and weave it from the depths of this life's beggar body, I want to feel something strong again. Oiling like any other day. A ray of hope. Light up from deep within yourself. You can open your eyes and feel the fire. This little knitting is the foundation. Lead me to another world. The air was like perfect rolling like a snowball. It's going to be a big landslide that no one can stop. Middle butt excitedly bounced up. Now I run a circuit to paint flowers too. However, this big idea is held back by your feet. Tired of falling to the ground again. Now I remember Ra. We've used up all the logistics. Damn, I've used up all 6 of them for the body. It doesn't help. Suddenly in the sky, in the young boy's dream, a series of old shadows kept coming back. The image of the brother appeared whispering to the middle buttocks. The problem here is that it's time to run, so you can't use that brain. Haha, I thought of this word. I was as angry as any day. You 4 are so upset. So now I can come to Hua Sun. The scream of 7 helpless bars echoed through the mountains and forests. Thought it took half a day. The buttocks continued to move to a poor neighborhood market. Who sees a stranger like this to get? To panic. The children in the market rushed to find the AI. A poor man. But the colonel is no different from the gypsy CA. Brother, brother. The man with your face said, why? There's a wanderer over there. They're stealing our food. It's a young child. Looks dirty and untidy, so people just throw pennies at it. The big CA heard the whole thing. Well, if that's the case, let's give it a lesson. Ordered by the CA. Those suckers light up your face. Yes, yes. Brother over there. That's Kier. I can't wait to treat a child. You also have to pull. They're going to eat people's food like that. They're yelling at this ass. Son of a bitch, are you deaf? You're so hungry right now, you can't stand it. Bubba AI, call AI, scold, whatever. I don't know what I'm fighting for with these guys. They're standing in line like they're meeting an idol. Your dull eyes look inexplicably calling me. These guys are weak. To be pushed to the sound of happiness, Hugh. I am why you do not confess but dare to confess me. This green kid is crazy. I don't know who let you go. But look how young you are. I'll spare your life. Just give me what you're holding in your hand. And all the coins, please. Just go away. His ass looked at him nonchalantly. There is also a robbery of Shin. But if you don't want to, why? You can't stop the horse from forgetting the old way. These fucking beggars have no conscience. They steal bad food too. It touches the pride of beggars. It's like they're dying. What a beggar, this beggar dog name. I'm too tired to talk. The middle buttocks breathlessly stood up. Peace of mind, a few days in this corner. Some people also come looking for something. Bullying. You start your body to give to the beggars here. The law of the forest. It doesn't seem like a bad hamstring job. If you can eat all the dumplings, you can eat a little more. Even though your multi-filling is not yet complete. But at this level, it's okay. I'm familiar with this strange body. It's a little annoying, so let's just jump in once. This unruly statement makes the great CA angry purple people. Was that? It sounds like a joke from a kid's mouth. My strength is a bit weak, so hitting hard will be a bit tiring. I understand that you have suffered a lot. Every sinew up the stripe. You look down on us, you guys. Immediately, two beggars tap Ryu next to hold. It's self-inflicted to stun a child. It's just cat fights. I used to chase other guys. Dare to come to this area. But a brat like in the ass. It's not easy to handle. A punch like this, asking for the execution of others, is an illusion. Too much power. It's time to respond. Your hands are itchy this life, since I was born. Oh my God, the head of the cripple is not over yet. These mantis dare to lay down their lives. In the end, the price is to ignore it. All brothers and sisters. Everyone is shocked. In the middle of the ass is still extremely bloody fire. He was angry and shouted out loud. Rai reminded them once. Let me tell you this is the Spanish sword of the great flower of that sect. These fucking beggars. The sound of punching each other, echoing through the market. The screams of the poor. So no one's face is intact. You have to wait until you get to your feet. They just bowed their heads. Sir, I'm really sorry, sir. The middle buttocks soon became the leader. It's extremely rugged. Who looks at you as a beggar? They're confused about what to say. It's called a beggar.